How's it going, guys? It's Tucker Tuitions here, and today we're going to go over negative and fractional indices, part 3. Let's get straight to it. So first one, what is the value of 25 to the power of a quarter? Now, if you want to write this as simply as possible, we want to take 25 to a power. So I know that 25 to the quarter is also known. The 25 I can write as 5 squared, because it's a square number. And if I take that to the quarter here. This can therefore be rewritten using the third indice law of multiplying the 2 and the quarter together. I got 5 to the power of a half, which is just the square root of 5. Now, if I have a look at the second one, this is one's a little bit more complicated. We've got x multiplied by this nasty little bracket to the power of 4. How do I deal with it? Well, I'm going to leave this alone. I'm going to focus on this. 3x to the minus 1 over 5 to the power of 4. First, take the 3 to the power of 4. That gives me 81. Now I focus on my x to the minus 1 over 5. Minus 1 over 5 times 4 is minus 4 over 5. So it's 81x to the minus 4 over 5. Now I bring back this x here. So I write underneath it x multiplied by this dot, 81x to the minus 4 over 5. I know x by itself just means it's x to the power of 1. And I'm going to be multiplying all of these together. So x to the 1 multiplied by x to the minus 45. I do 1, take away 4 over 5. That gives me x to the 1 over 5. Okay, now I'm going to deal with, given that y is equal to a quarter times x to the 6, what's y to the half? And 4y to the minus 3. So I've got y to the half gives me a quarter of x to the 6, all taken to the half. Now I'm going to split it up. I'm going to deal with the quarter first. A quarter taken to the power of half means it's the square root. Square root of 1 is 1. Square root of 4 is 2. Now I deal with the x to the 6. X to the 6 to the half gives me 3. So x cubed. So therefore, y to the half is equal to both of a half and x to the 3 multiplied together. Now, this 4y to the minus 3. First, I'm going to deal with y to the minus 3 alone. Why? Because it's going to be an absolute pain to do it with the 4 there as well. So I've got a quarter x to the 6 to the minus 3. First I'm going to deal with the quarter, and then with the x to the 6. One over 4 to the minus 3. Because I deal with the minus 3, I flip the fraction. So a quarter becomes 4 to the power of 3. 4 to the power of 3 is 64. Then I deal with the green. X to the 6 taken to the power of minus 3 gives me x to the minus 18. Therefore, y to the minus 3 is going to give me 64 x to the minus 18. So 4y to the minus 3 means I just multiply this whole thing by 4. 64 times 4. That is going to give me 256. And then I'll write x to the minus 18. And that exam question is done. One more to go. So I've now got this exam question. 32 multiplied by root x equals 1 over x squared. To deal with this one, first I'm going to change this square root. So square root of x is x to the half. That equals 1 over x squared. Now I'm going to multiply both sides by x squared. So 32 multiplied by x to the half multiplied by x squared. I add the 2 and the half together. That gives me 5 over 2. That gives me 1. I then put 32 on the other side, so I divide both sides by 32. That gives me 1 over 32. Now what I'm going to do is, because I've got this 2 on the bottom here, and I've got this 5 on the top, I'm going to deal with the powers. Now when you deal with the powers, and I'm just going to rewrite it up here just for you to see, you do the top one first. You take it to the 5th root, because the opposite of taking something to the 5 is taking the 5th root. Which means you've got to take the 5th root of 1 over 32. That means that you've got to take the 5th root of 1 and then the 5th root of 32. The 5th root of 1 is 1. The 5th root of 32 is 2. So I've got x to the power of half equals a half. Now I just need to square it, because the opposite of taking something to the half is to take it to the power of 2. So x is equal to a half squared. That gives me a quarter. So have a go at these ones, guys. Have a go at A, B, C, and D. Pause the video now, and now I'm going to go through them with you. Now we're going to go through the answers. So 49 to the power of a quarter. 49 can be rewritten as 7 squared. Take that to the quarter. That means I'm doing this 7 to the power of half. That is the square root of 7. B. X squared multiplied by 5, x to the minus half to the power of 3. That means I'll leave this x squared alone. And I'm then going to do everything in the bracket next. So 5 to the power of 3 is 125. X to the minus half, taken to the power of 3, that means that's x to the minus 3 over 2. Now I deal with the bracket and the x squared. 125 stays the same. When I multiply x squared and x to the minus 3 over 2, I'm going to do 2 take away 3 over 2, which is a half. So it's x to the power of half. C. I need to find 4y to the half and y to the minus 2. So let's deal with 4y squared first. 4y to the half, that's equal to 4 multiplied by 1 over 36, x to the 10, all taken to the power of a half. That's equal to 4 times square root of 1 over 36 is 1 over 6. X to the 10 taken to the power of half is x to the 5. So we've got 4 over 6 x to the 5, which simplified is 2 over 3 x to the power of 5. Now I'm going to deal with y to the minus 2. That means that I'm just going to take 1 over 36 x to the power of 10 to the minus 2. And I did what I do earlier. 1 over 36 to the minus 2. The minus means I just flip it. So I just flip the 36. 1,296. X to the 10 to the minus 2 gives me x to the minus 20. Now to deal with D, I'm going to rewrite the question up here. First I'll deal with the x squared. I'm going to multiply both sides by x squared, and this root x is going to change to a half. So I've got 243 times x to the half times by x squared. So there's a half plus 2, which is 5 over 2. That gives me 1. So x to the 5 over 2 gives me 1 over 243. Now because I've got this 5 up here, I need to take it all down to the 5th root. So the 5th root of 1 over 243. The 5th root of 1 is 1. And the 5th root of 243 is 3. So therefore, I have to square both sides. 1 squared is 1, 3 squared is 9. So it's 1 over 9. And I'm done. So many thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe onto the channel, and leave a comment down below if there are any other videos that you would like me to do. And our calculator. Take care. Bye!